Alright, so this is our third person example map. Play. We are all used to this character, right? Go to third person folder. Going to create a new folder called, let's say, hero, and I'm going to import it. Click on import. There you go, demo 1 final. Open, click on open. There's a couple of things you have to do. Make sure skeleton mesh is checked, import mesh checked. Make sure no skeleton is selected because this skeleton is unique. I'm not going to import any animations because I didn't import any animations. Everything is default. Import materials and textures. I'm going to import materials but not textures because I want the materials to be created automatically, and textures I'm going to import. What else? There's one more thing I want to do. It's in mesh. Under mesh, expand this, you will see import morph targets. So I want to do that. So if you have this, you'll be able to change some of the stuff like facial expression. You can control that using blueprint or your code. So I'm going to have this checked. So we are happy with all other options. I'm going to select import. Okay, so it's imported. Using the materials, I'm going to create a new folder called materials and put all the materials into that folder. Move them. So we have the character here. Let's drag it into the scene. Looks pretty cool, right? Okay. So if I double click on my skeleton, first thing I want to do is click on options, show retargeting options, right click on root, then do recursive set translation retargeting skeleton. It's going to change all of them to skeleton. Change the root to animation, change the hips to animation scaled. All right, only those two, and save it. Go to retarget manager. So I have these two files I'm going to provide with the tutorials, which are tpose UE4 mannequin and the retarget. This is for the retarget for your player. So I'm going to put both of them in my project folder. So if I go here and if I go to right click on hero, show in explorer, I copied and I'm going to put him here. So you will see both of them here. Okay. So I'm going to use this retarget option. So if I go to the skeleton, okay, yes, you have to select humanoid first, then go to load and select this. So one more thing you have to do is make sure the root is, you can just set it to none. For this, I'm going to save it. So I have all this set up, rig is set up, skeleton is everything, skeleton beside anyway. This is the root and hips. So I'm pretty much done with setting in my skeleton for my demo 1. Mesh, where is the character? Mannequin character, mesh, then the skeleton. So we're going to prepare this skeleton so that we'll do the same thing. Click on option to show retargeted options. Everything beside, I'm going to change this to animation scale. Everything is in skeleton. Beside the IQ ones, I'm not using that. You can set it up if you want. Retarget manager. Let me see if we can import. Okay, yeah, I have to import that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import that file that I'm going to provide you with, which is the tpose UE4 mannequin. Open that. Okay, and now import. Don't do anything else. So you're going to see this, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to create a new post asset. Right click, create new post, and select the tpose UE4 mannequin, the file that I'm going to attach to. All right, so it created a new post for it. So this post is the tpose, actually tpose for your Unreal Engine 4 mannequin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Unreal Engine 4 mannequin skeleton, right? So you want to do is you're going to go to modify pose. I'm going to click on this drop down, and you'll see the pose showing up here. So I'm going to select the pose. Everything, I'm not going to change anything. Import. All right, see the T pose. Now if you click on hide pose and view pose, you'll see that it's switch from A pose to T pose. So I'm going to keep the A pose. It also has the T pose. So keep it A pose, and I'm going to click on. Also make sure your rig is set up automatically. So if you click on auto, it will automatically rig it. Make sure the root is none. Now I'm going to save it. All right, so pretty much we're done. So I'm going to find the mannequin skeleton, right click on it and retarget to another skeleton. You'll see the demo one, the final skeleton shows up. If it doesn't show up, you can just uncheck this and select and search for it. So since it shows up, as you see, they're both in T pose. Now I'm going to retarget. There you go. It retargeted. All the animation should be retargeted as the new character. As you see this right there, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to our new character, hero character. So mesh, change this to demo 1 final, and you don't have to touch the blueprint because we retargeted the skeleton. So all the blueprint are using the new demo 1, your new character skeleton. I'm going to compile, save. As you see, your new character is that. Let's give it a try, play. There you go. Pretty cool, right? Nice. First thing, we still have to create the materials. Hero, create textures, create a textures folder, and now I'm going to input all the textures here. Select all, import them. All right, with textures imported, let's do body first. I'm going to open the body materials, filter for body, select all these 5 body materials and put it in the body materials. So they're nicely named. As you see, this is body ambient occlusion. Select that. This one is base color, goes base color. This one is metallic, normal. This is roughness. I'm going to add constant for specular. I'm going to keep it point maybe 4, so that it's doesn't look like fake shiny, something like this. Apply. There you go. Okay, so body looks fine, right? So you can do one by one. I'm going to do the I think the eyes, you can, for eyes you only need the body's base color. If you just take the base color for eyes, and then you can apply the base color. Okay, so the eyes are there, so only need the base, this thing. What else we have? We have eyelashes. Eyelashes are very similar to, only the, I think, body base color is something that you need. I think you have to select translucent, two-sided. This should be good enough, and this should be opacity, not opacity mask. This should be fine. Let's see how it looks. There you go, it's fixed. There you go. The eyes and eyelids looks fine. Alright, so that was a tricky one. The hair based materials. This one. Alright, put it over there. Base color. There's a couple of things I like to do is I drag this and I'm going to add tether tempera double A, and I'm going to add a constant of 1. Connect this to opacity mask. Create 2 constances. Copy this. Create 2 constances. One is 0.01. This is my favorite setting. That you can tweak this to make it look better. And this is going to be the specular, and this is going to be the roughness. So this here, here it could make it more realistic, and you can write a lot of code. That's better if you're doing that. But let's see how it looks. Yeah, I'm pretty fine. There you go. I'm pretty fine with that. For beard. Same message. All right, let's see how it looks now. All right, so maybe we can use beard on both. So this is beard. Maybe we can use the beard materials on both. Where's the mustache? This as well. Okay, yeah, so we forgot to change our materials. So this is the hair one. We have to find beard materials. So this is, make sure this is beard material. Base color goes here, apply. All right, there you go. As you see, you can, my skin looks very shiny. Maybe I can decrease the specular body part. This, I'm going to keep it to 001. All right. So I think this looks much better. Yeah, this looks much better. So we have the hair and we have the facial hair. Take the 5 textures and apply to its name. Base color, metallic, normal, roughness. All right, there you go. And specular, sometimes they look very shiny. All right, this is fine. All right, so the clothes should be fine now. All right, there you go. The coat looks fine. All right. So we're finally done. We are head, skin, mustache, eye, eyelashes, beard, coat, skin, pant, and shoe. So we're done with the material creation. Let's give it a play. So now the problem is that you could see, we didn't spend a lot of time on weight painting, right? So you see that you could see the skin underneath. So that's for the body part, right? Let's apply. So this is the body part, so it's white, right? So we're going to apply the same. Remember, we separate like part of the under need body part of our clothes to separate object. So I'm going to apply the body materials to the body part as well. Save it, play. Now you're still going to see the skin see-through, right? So this is why we separated that body part underneath, so they would have to go through all the pain of body painting. So I'm going to create another materials, and I'm going to name it material body transparent, and I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste. So what I'm going to do is, for the base color is going to be constant of 1. Okay, for the opacity mask, okay, so this is going to be I'm going to use masked for the blend mode, and going to be two-sided. So it's going to be the opacity mask. It's going to, I'm going to add tether temporal and add a constant of 0. So this is pretty much going to make any object into, you know, see-through. So you can apply these materials to any part of your body and it will disappear. Pretty much it's there, but it's not, you know, it's transparent. So we're going to apply that to our body part. So for example, this is our body part, right? The slot name is body part. Also remember we added morphs. We imported the morphs. So you can for example, you can make him smile or mouth up or down. Look at this. See that? You can change, you can the mouth changes, you can do that. You can make him smile as well. What's the smile part? Yeah, and you can play around with it. You'll see, you'll figure it out. Right? We can apply the transparent. Yeah. Let's see what happens. And this transparent. Let's fix this. I think something went wrong here. Why this doesn't work? Maybe this we have to change. Just compiling the shaders. Let's see what happens. There you go, it works. So what I did is that for the transparency, make sure the shading model is surface profile, okay? Otherwise it didn't work. So now what happens is that we don't have to write any blueprint, you know, even begin play. You don't have to hide it manually. So you just apply the materials to that part and it's hidden. Unless you have to do it using the blueprint, unless if you know want to, if you have a character which you can put on clothes, like, you know, you start naked, then you know, put on the shirt, you put on the pant. That way you have to do it through blueprint. Otherwise, in our setup, you could do it this, or we can, I'm going to show you the both ways. You can do it this, or we can do it this way as well. This way is useful if you have multiple hidden body parts and you want to hide them. This way you can do that. Then, you know, you want to apply regular body skin to this. For example, this, right? So you have this. So see, if you do it here, let's say you have NPC enemies, because NPC enemies never changes clothes. That way you can apply the transparency through this. If you have a main player, your hero player, then you might want to do it through blueprint, because, you know, you might be creating a survival game where you have different clothes and you want to put them on and you will see skin at some point. That way you want to do it this way. But for NPCs, you can just apply the transparency here and that will be fine. It's perfect. Almost perfect, right? No skin poking through your cloth. It's nice. So this is how you do it. You create main character, you can also create NPCs. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.